WIFTV PM.
Mortal. Yeah. Every minute I fight with lethargy, striving to be godly with an intelligence quotient that exceeds numerology. Scholar body honorary, school of prophet alum, anthropomorphized lessons so I could become the heartbeat of righteousness. The everyday fight to pump the blood of kings and breathe the breath of life. Moving up like Confederates and Yankee territories in the 17th century. But it's a thin line between divinity and iniquity. The Mason-Dixon hitting and complacent decisions can't escape the collision. Time be idle like Billy, party like a rock star, fall like that girl that used to endorse Trim Spa or Nirvana's lead vocalist, the clientele of the dream merchant like Mr. Chappelle. People think I'm sick in the mind and leave the comforts of Babylon behind and book flights on airlines to Africa. Traveling the globe, accomplishing goals like Ronaldinho. The victim of a level 12 quake, I rise through the wreckage, repairing brain damage and striving for perfection. Your mind can be your worst antagonist or a true pal, and you shall become legendary and futile. Decisions of a god in training on a daily basis. I nap purposely, trying to escape it. The thin line between the mastermind and the man of the master. Which one are you after? The thin line between being a legend and being the captor. Which one are you after? The thin line between the mastermind and the man of the master. Which one are you after? The thin line between being a god and being the captive. Which one are you after? A rot in the industry.
Yeah, welcome.
What's up? What's happening?
Hey, you're with us. What's in it for the Black People
My
Media?
observation is always.
And you are on the green side of things with Sadeek.
And Cassiopeia.
What's happening out there, family? Man, they've been lighting it up today.
They lighting it
They're
up.
lighting it up today, starting with the Maze Jackson show. And
Yeah.
then we just had the holiday version of the Book of Dawn.
Yes.
And
with Todd, Ruthie, and Ron.
And Ron, right,
They
right.
doing
Lil
their
Ron.
thing. Huh?
Lil Ron.
Lil Ron.
And then we just want to let everybody know, that Todd Stroger 5 minutes ago committed to going vegan for January. Yeah, so if you see Todd out in the community, he has committed. Hey, Vanessa, how you doing? Hey, everybody, happy holidays.
What's up?
He has committed to going vegan. So if you see him at a chicken joint on 75th and Stony,
I have the right to slap it out of his hand.
Smack it out of Todd Stroger's hands. If you saw the Flintstones episode when they went oink, oink, oink. So Todd's going to be doing, starting January.
What did they do? Do it again.
Oink, oink, oink.
Oh, because that was a part of the
You
Grand
remember?
Poobah?
Yeah, right. And Fred was on a diet.
Elks or something?
Yeah, something, whatever. But anyway, point being is,
yes.
we got, hey, Jared, Todd is going, so no chicken for Todd or whatever, bacon for breakfast. It's over, right? So, Cassie, what's up?
Hey, what's happening?
How you feel?
I'm feeling good, feeling great. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Yeah,
good.
so, I wanted to say this. Shout out to Dawn Millhouse and her family. You know, our love, prayers are with you in this season. And, you know, we love and appreciate you. So we wanted to say that from the green side of things.
Amen.
Yeah,
Many
no
blessings
doubt.
to you and your family.
No doubt. So we got a show today, some conversation, man. They were talking heavy in the show before us, talking about culture and
yeah, right. And
you know,
I
blackness
know
and
Ruthie
code
was
switching and
was from Pembroke, man. That's what's up.
Man,
I know
it was
people that's living down there right now with wells and outdoor plumbing and all.
yeah, it was a lot going on. So listen, you all, we need you to like, share, and comment and invite some people into the broadcast today. And we've got a good show. We got an upbeat show for you today. If you have questions or anything, put them in the comments. Yeah, so Christmas? Are you a Christmas person, Cassie?
Am I so right? I am. You know, I'm big on Kwanzaa, and we're doing virtual Kwanzaa this year. Happy holidays.
So can you recite the virtues of Kwanzaa? Like, do you know all
the principles?
The principles
Absolutely.
of Kwanzaa? What are they?
You have Umoja, which means unity.
Unity.
Then you have Kujichagulia, which
Self-determinate.
means Come on now. All
watch
right, now
yourself.
we know a little bit of something.
Kujichagulia.
Everybody love that one. You know.
Because you feel real authentic when you're right.
Kujichagulia.
Yeah.
Self-determination.
Right, no doubt.
Ujima is collective work and
Collective work.
responsibility. Ujama, of course, is one of my favorites, or Ujama, however you want to pronounce it.
I like Ujama.
Yes, it's cooperative economics, and you know the
right.
Black Mall is all about that.
Okay.
And then you have Nia.
Nia.
which is purpose.
Oh, I love that.
Kuumba.
Yeah.
Which
You know
is
my
create-
baby's name is Nia. She's not a baby anymore,
Yeah,
but
she big girl.
yeah, big girl.
Grown.
She's 25.
She's
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 grown.
a whole grown adult.
Yeah, she's a whole like functioning, working,
Whole adult.
but she's still my baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kuumba, which is creativity.
Mm-hmm.
And then Imani, which is faith.
Faith.
And the Nguzu Saba, which
Ooh,
is...
Nguzu Saba. Go on with your
which
bad
means
self.
the 7 principles, and Kwanzaa means first fruits.
I love that. I love that. So, drop it in the comments if you are Kwanzaa, Christmas, you do both, and or Hanukkah.
This year, for the first time in many, many years for me, probably over a decade. What up, May? Hey. We are doing some Christmas activities. So, it was a
Ready
tough
Rock
year.
says she got a homie named Coogee Chocolate. That's wild. I love it.
That's something.
Invite him into the chat room.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's what's
What
up.
do they call him for short? Coochie?
Yeah, Coogee.
I like that. I like Coochie. Hey, what's up, Coochie? Anywho. But yeah, this year, we kind of got into the whole festivities of, Christmas because of, other family members and yeah. So we, there's a tree up and
Hey, Brian, I
presents.
see your comment out there. I'm trying to read it, on the screen about meatless and some keys. But yeah, hit me. We can talk about that because
He
we're
said,
actually
what's
doing.
good
What'd he
strategy
say?
for a meatless diet, key staples and alternatives to combat the meat craving.
Inbox me. I got you. Like straight up, I got you. Like Cassie hit me the other day. It was like a 911, and she was like, "I need 4 recipes and
Yeah,
whatever
I
right
did.
now." And
He's
like,
good with that.
in an hour, I was like, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
So
there
yeah,
you
just
go.
hit me.
Yes,
I
try
got
them
you.
vegan crab cakes.
But we need you all to join us for the January jump off. We doing that. We got Todd.
Ty gonna join the jump off.
What's the
Who else
January
gonna-
jump off?
Who else?
The January jump. We're doing 30 days of plant-based in January, real quick, and we're not getting started right at January 1 because the link is gonna go out to the Black Mall. You get a chance to register, and it's just 4 weeks, right? 30 days, and we're going to go plant-based, and we're gonna walk through it. We'll meet twice a week virtually, and walk you through it step by step. So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna do it our way, plant-based African style, South Side of Chicago style.
Come on now.
Atlanta style, New York style.
It's gonna be some soul in
Join
it.
us. Yeah, it's gonna be some soul in it.
Okay. So
I'm
go
down
ahead.
for that. I'm down for that. High
You down? You
side.
gonna jump off with
let's
us?
go.
Jumping
Hey,
off
Jared
with
is
you.
in. That's what's up. That's what. Hey,
Okay,
Milton says that
Milton.
he's in. So everybody, look, we'll have a Tuesday show. We'll have the link if we're still having the show. I don't know, what the program. Yeah, we probably knowing the boss man.
Are we here the day before Christmas?
Knowing the boss
I
man.
can't
I
imagine
asked
that
him.
we ain't gonna be
I
here.
asked him last week. I said, "What's the schedule like?" He was like, "We working." You understand? We
Yeah,
in here.
Tuesday's the 29th. It's not even.
That's exactly
it's not
how he said it,
It's
too.
not even
That's-
New Year's Eve.
Hey,
It's-
real
it's gonna
talk.
be
That's
up
my
in-
man. He looked at me like, "What you mean?" So it's Christmas Eve. We're in here. Look, let's take this break. I want to make sure that we stay on top of it for Jared. We're gonna take this break. We need you to like, comment, share the broadcast. We've got. We're gonna talk about hybrid and electric cars. Are they sexy yet? The black people want to drive them yet?
I don't think black people care as long as it's got some wheels.
As
and
long
it
as it's
makes
got some
sense.
wheels.
And I
So-
ain't got to go all over the place to go find, to be able to make my car be able to continue running.
Okay, got it. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to have a conversation about that. And then we're going to have later on the brother who is running for mayor of New York City, one of the top cities in the entire nation. And he's going to talk to us today.
That's what's up.
So look, like,
Hey,
comment,
we doing big things.
share the broadcast. You're in the collective conversation, but you're on the green side of things.
Hey,
with Sadeek,
brother. My brother out here. What's up, Mike? And Cassiopeia.
And we'll see you on the other side of the break.
Ho, ho, ho. I came to bring some Christmas spirit. I got a big bag now, guess what's in it? Something for the rich and something for the poor. So Merry Christmas and
Ho, 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 Merry Christmas, my foot. I'm gonna tell you what Santa really put. Yeah, it's the Christmas rapper, it's your man, Mace Jackson. To everybody, Chicago, what's in it for the Black People Media wishes you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
What's up, good people? This is Herb Howard, one half of I Said What I Said. Make sure you tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 1 to 3 p.m. right here on What's in It for the Black People Media. It is intellectual thuggery at its finest. The Blackest Conversation, Herb Howard, Tucson Warner, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on What's in It for the Black People Media. 1 to 3 p.m.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
WIFT PM.
Yeah, welcome back on the green side of things with Sadeek.
And Cassiopeia.
Say that again.
Cassiopeia.
Oh, from the Chicago Cassiopeia.
What?
From the Chicago Cassiopeia.
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. You just say.
Welcome back, you all. Welcome back. We're in here holding it up. We're not holding it down. We're holding it up.
Okay, now.
Yeah, it's been a great morning. What's in it for the Black People Media? You're on the green side of things.
Yes.
You know, the conversation, they were tripping this morning on the Maze Jackson show, and then just got done with a holiday version of the Book of Dawn. And man, they had it popping.
Yeah, they did. They
had it popping. They had me. I was trying to drive and correspond, and I was like, Ruthie, Todd, no.
That's not safe.
What? No, I pulled over.
No, you didn't. You're
Yes,
lying.
I did. No, I didn't. I pulled over. If there anybody out there watching, I pulled over. Somebody put in the comments though. Does anybody celebrate Kwanzaa?
It said Kwanzaa.
Oh, Kwanzaa.
That was a K.
Oh, okay.
And I just think that was a typo.
Was it?
But maybe. I mean, that was. I think it was like Maganiel Ben Israel Logan.
No,
said,
somebody
I do
before
Kwanzaa.
that. No, that's before that. Somebody said Kwanzaa. Go back up.
Let me see.
Go back up. And while she's looking for that,
I don't see no Kwanzaa.
Okay. Look, hey, we sent out some notices. Need to know if you're in here from New York. New York fam, just type NY in the comments. Let us know you from New York. Because we got guests coming on from New York
That's
today.
what's up. That's what's up.
Chi-Town, we don't want to leave you out. Push Chi. And if you're not from Chicago, just push Harvey or Lansing.
Mattison.
Let us know where you're from. Oak Park, Bridgeview, Maywood. You know, because people would be like, "Yeah, I'm from Chicago," and don't be nowhere near Chicago.
Nowhere near, but that don't count for Maywood and Harvey and all of them. That's just the South Side and the West Side extended. It's all.
Is that
good.
all that is?
It really is.
It really is.
It
But
really
if you from
is.
Kankakee,
That's different.
that's say Kankakee. Don't say Chicago.
Peoria.
Right. Yeah, I'm from Chicago.
My brother said Kwanzulu, you know, he talking about some black and gold, nice colors. I see you. Well, you know, I can say that they represent.
Hey, look at
black
that.
mall
We got
colors.
Aurora out there. You can't forget about Aurora. Just drop it.
Okay. They said
Hey,
I
that's
heard
my
that
man.
Aurora, I
Herb
think is
is-
like the
what'd he say?
second largest city in Illinois. Did
He
you know
over
that?
east. He over east.
Who over
Herb is-
east?
Herb is over east right
Hey,
now. He like
over
on
east.
79th Street right now.
Chi-town,
There's
Southside, over
another
east.
Aurora. Oh, Aurora's
Well, that's where
strong
he
in the house.
from.
We got New York City.
I told you,
What?
Maganiel is saying just jokes, Kwanzaa and Chanukah. I don't know what Chanukah is.
Hanukkah.
Oh, Hanukkah.
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. If your throat don't hurt when you say it, you're not saying it right.
Waiter, taste the soup.
Hanukkah.
So yeah, we got Aurora in the house. Where we at? Chicago.
I'm on the south side. You know, I'm from Chatham,
You from Chatham?
West Chatham,
Ooh, you
Auburn,
bougie.
Gresham.
She from
Oh,
Chatham.
Lord, today.
She bougie.
I'm bougie.
You from Chatham?
I'm from the original Boys
Your
Town.
grandfather used to fix you
where
lunch.
the Boys Town meant that
you
was
you took home lunch
where
to
all
school.
the folks was.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Chicago. What is that? By UIC?
Yeah.
What's happening, Adrian?
That's
Yeah,
the
we
West
got-
Loop.
They all spread. We got East Side.
Kwanzaa is the warrior aspect of our holiday liberation.
Hey, I love it. Hey, you know what? Hey, somebody comment on this, right? Just going through the neighborhood. When I grew up, Christmas lights used to be
Man, they used
everywhere.
to be lit.
Everywhere.
That I will
is that,
say,
is that
I do
over
miss
with? Is that done with?
I think I see it's coming back a little bit.
People
more.
don't decorate there. Is that
It's-
phased out?
So there was like a point where it was like nobody, right? And now I'm starting to see people kind of get back into that spirit a little bit more, and I'm
Yeah.
seeing them come back on the blocks. Definitely not like it used to be. Who had the best block? You know what I'm saying?
Right. It was the and if you were the only house on the block without lights,
It was going down.
Gee, it was
Yeah.
like you got
And
called to the
everybody's
block
talking
club
to you.
meeting.
It's like you're not cutting your grass, and everybody's stuff is
Ex-
like manicured
exactly.
to the T, and got signs that say "Stay off my grass."
But now it's the opposite, right? It's like
Oh,
one or two
Lord,
houses,
today.
right?
We hope to see a nicely manicured, house on the block.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. But it's still some neighborhoods.
Yeah. My
Still
block,
some
my block
neighborhoods.
is good.
Yeah, absolutely.
My Aunt Happy's block.
If
is
you
like
all still
pristine.
if you still put up Christmas lights, put that in the chat. Who still puts up like your house? And I'm not talking about you don't do it, do you, Jared?
I don't have not one Christmas thing. This shirt is like the most Christmas thing I got going on.
And it's not very Christmas either. I just want to say that.
I'm just letting you know that's how I feel.
I was like, is it snow on there or something?
No, it was just a regular shirt.
It's
I was
just
being funny.
festive.
Oh, okay.
It's just festive.
You look nice,
It's
though.
a lot of print on it. That's all.
Yeah, it's got just put in there lights and no. Do you do your house anymore? Did
I
you do
want
lights?
to actually. I want
I
to
don't.
do. That's kind of like a generational thing. That's something that our grandparents like really.
Yeah, that was a thing.
That was a thing.
That
Like
was a
I remember
thing.
my grandfather, he's getting on a ladder and he is going to, get all the lights strung. We had these certain like kind of like garland and tinsel that was for every room. It had its own like curated tinsel that had to go up in this room and this one had to go up in that room.
So
and all of
Adrian
that.
said they have COVID lights this year. What does that mean? Like,
don't
is
know
it
what
just
that
are
means.
you decorating because the year's been so down? It's like the antithesis of, or giving more energy to, or just being more festive. Like, what does COVID lights mean? And so some people say they are decorating.
Yeah,
but
that's
that
probably what
wasn't-
it is. I
but-
think COVID just made everybody just want to feel, because even if you're not necessarily, a person that's really big on Christmas or your spiritual, focus has changed or whatever, I cannot lie, there was something that made you tingle on the inside as a kid when Christmas break came around and you saw all the lights and all of the decorations go up and then all this food on the table and it represents family coming over.
Is that what it is?
And having good time. Like, there's a lot of good times associated with the Christmas holiday.
And you know what? And then for a lot of people, it was the Christmas trauma, right? Your uncle was an alcoholic.
But as a
they
kid,
start
it's
shooting
funny.
at the table. It's funny.
As a kid, first of all, I don't know who was shooting at the table.
Okay, that's my family trauma coming out. I'm
yours is a little bit too much.
But I'm just saying, what's up, Milton?
But
Love
yeah,
right back
as
at
a
you.
kid, it's like 7 or 8, like the drunk uncle. He's just funny.
The drunk and drop it in the comments. Did you or are you the drunk uncle? Because I'm assuming that who's the drunk uncle out there? Nobody says that they are, but the drunk uncle is out in the audience. No, not me. Definitely not. Definitely not. I told you I got scars around it. I'm definitely not the drunk uncle. No.
I seen you drunk.
No, but I'm not the drunk uncle. Are you the drunk auntie?
No, I'm not really much of a drinker.
Yeah.
But like, no, you're funny and you're dancing and
funny
singing and
but
stuff.
no, see the drunk uncle, it would turn.
Yeah,
on
your
the dime.
trauma's a little more dark.
Well, I mean that's black shit. Like that's the stuff people don't talk about.
I think
That's
that
the stuff
there
that
can
people
be
don't talk
some
about.
darkness, but I
to
think
me, that's the stuff people don't talk about.
like when I think about that drunk uncle, I'm thinking about poetic justice and Tupac showing up randomly to the.
That's a movie,
reunion.
G.
And
That's a movie.
But I've seen that in real life too.
I think you blocked the trauma out because
You
said
you
the
just
kids
want
it's
everybody's
funny.
trauma to be your trauma.
No, that's not true.
That's just.
I
Not
think
my
you need
trauma.
a session. Cassie needs
I
a session.
don't.
Look, we
I
got to go to
don't.
break. When we
They
come
weren't
back,
that
we're going to
crazy.
get Cassie some help. She didn't recognize the drunk uncle. She just wanted to have fun. You're on the green side of things inside the collective conversation. We'll see you when we get back.
Where my steppers at?
This is retired State Senator Ricky Hendon. This is my new song, Be My Christmas. It's on my House Party CD, produced by house music icons King Farley. It's available on my website, HollywoodHendon.com, various streaming platforms, and CDs. The album also has songs like We Getting Lit and Rona Money. Get the House Party CD in time for Christmas and New Year's Eve. This is our new song, We Getting Lit. Just in time for New Year's Eve. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Go to HollywoodHendon.com and get my music. Let's bring in 2021. Ricky Hollywood Hendon. Don't forget me, y'all.
This is the king of house music, Farley Jack Master Funk, and I endorse Hollywood Ricky Hendon. Let's go to work.
WIFT PM.
This is a Black Diamond production.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
What?
You're inside the Collective Conversation.
So Sadeek talking about my brother.
On the green side
my
of
brother on
things.
here talking about some no drunk uncles. He ain't get no lights on the outside.
That's
of
Brother
his house.
Hammer. That's Brother Hammer, right?
That's my brother. Mm-hmm. Ecom Hammer. And Ecom Hammer. You get it? Sledge Hammer.
I got it.
Mm-hmm.
No drunk uncles.
Yeah, but
Never mind.
I've seen, yeah, we don't. Our family ain't that
Okay,
crazy.
y'all good. Okay, y'all good. I was just saying that there's some other families.
Yeah, but I've
that
been
have
around
a
other
different
families and they got a
experience.
drunk uncle and they ain't
Okay,
crazy
Cassie,
just
had
because
the
y'all.
good- you had the good.
Everybody
drunk
ain't pull out a
uncle.
gun
I'm
out
just
the
saying there's some
table.
trauma out there. Let's go on
Look
to
at
the
you
next
trying
segment.
to make black people all
Let's
horrible
go.
people like
No,
that.
we ain't trying to make nobody horrible. Come on now. Now we can talk about all kind of trauma. We get the drunk uncle, and there are none out there.
No, didn't say that.
There are none
I
out there.
just
And now I'm
said-
trying to make all black. I'm about upliftment and
I
pride.
just said that the drunk uncle don't necessarily have to be dark. He could just be belligerent.
Okay, belligerent.
Mm-hmm.
Drunk
And maybe
uncle.
annoying, but it's usually when you look at it, it's pretty damn funny.
Okay, we'll go with that. We'll go. With
I was actually with a family yesterday, and somebody was pretty drunk, and it was funny.
Okay.
Didn't harm anybody. It wasn't too bad. It just was really funny.
So the moral of the story is control your holiday control your holiday drinks. So let's move on to our next segment. So we got a superstar. This brother has been in the car vehicle sales management business for like over 25 years.
Ooh, can he give me a new car?
He sure can. And as a matter of fact, that's the goal. We want somebody to just say, "Hey, I need a new car today because I got a question." Well, let's introduce.
Yeah,
let me
let's do
introduce
that.
the brother
Let's do that.
first.
I just wanna
So
talk
we
about
have
this.
with us Mr. Derek Helm. He is the Volkswagen manager. He handles all Volkswagen business for Napleton's Auto Park.
Oh, wow.
In Urbana,
Okay.
Illinois. He
Everybody
handles
know about
all
Napleton.
the business. Welcome, Derek. Welcome. Can you hear us?
You muted, Derek?
Derek's off mute now. Derek, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Absolutely. Welcome.
Hey, hey.
You know,
How's
and
it
Derek,
going?
Hey, things are wonderful. Happy holidays to you and your family.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
All right. So we were I know you heard the conversation about the family trauma. Just for the record, Derek, are you the drunk uncle?
You'd have to ask my kids that. I'm sure the time or two I've been.
Okay, all right.
But mostly not.
Statements.
You know, just
Mostly
checking.
not.
Just checking. No, I don't. Derek doesn't appear to be the drunk uncle. So so Cassie wanted to know, first of all, can you get her a new car? So we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. But I just wanted to bring this conversation in because it's the green side of things.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to talk today about hybrid and electric vehicles, right? But before we get into that, since it's the holidays, it's the Christmas, they had a commercials where the husband or the wife, right, and usually Caucasian, sometimes African American, but they buy their spouse a car for Christmas.
Yeah,
now I know it's just I know
right.
it's a car commercial.
Yeah.
So what else would you be buying but a car? But
Right.
do people really do that? Have you ever gotten a car for Christmas with a bow on it? No. Okay. Derek, do people do that? Do they buy cars for Christmas, put bows on them, and have you deliver them?
Absolutely they do.
Wow.
You would be surprised. It happens more times than you may think.
I've seen black people do it on my Super Sweet 16 on like Love and Hip Hop.
Oh, okay. That's a TV show.
Actually, I do. I have my friend's friend, and this sister's my associate as well. I'm not gonna put her out there though. She bought a car for her daughter for her Sweet 16.
Okay.
A nice
like
one.
that.
I think it was like a Buick, one of them the newer SUVs.
I got it.
I was like,
That
damn,
sounds
can she
good.
buy me
For her
one?
birthday?
Yeah.
Wow, must be nice.
We need that.
Must be nice. So Derek, we want to have this. We want to start out with a real basic conversation, right? Because the hybrid / electric thing hasn't quite caught on in the black community. So first of all, what is a hybrid and what is an electric car? What's a hybrid car and what's an electric vehicle?
So there's a little bit of delay. So forgive me, guys, if I come in before you're done with your question. But what I think I heard you say, what is the difference between a hybrid and an electric vehicle? Correct?
Yeah. What are they? Just tell us what a hybrid is and an electric vehicle. What are they for the audience out there?
So in essence, a hybrid is a vehicle that uses two separate power sources to provide power to the vehicle. Okay,
Makes sense.
So to make it simple, you have two different engines. One a gasoline engine, and in most times one is a battery powered engine. So that's your hybrid. Your electric vehicle is strictly battery powered. So no gasoline engine in an electric vehicle.
Okay.
Got it. I like
Makes
that.
sense. A hybrid.
Makes sense. Hybrid is the
splicing
two,
things together,
right? And then total electric. So, I just want to knock this out because, again, right here on the green side of things, we like to walk through it step by step before we get to any complicated questions like that. So that's a hybrid. That's an electric. So talk to us a little bit about the advantages of those vehicles. Are there advantages to driving an electric or a hybrid vehicle?
Depends on the individual, but yes. The immediate answer is yes. The advantage is you get improved fuel efficiency, so you're going to spend less time at the fuel pump. Okay, you're going to save money. It's data shows that it's about 50% less to drive a hybrid / electric vehicle over a traditional gasoline engine. So there are benefits. There's benefits in saving cost-wise versus servicing the vehicle. So electric vehicles are going to require a lot less servicing or maintenance because there's a lot less parts and things that need to be maintained on an electric vehicle versus a traditional gas engine.
Really? That's really interesting. And then how does it work, when it comes to the environment? So, like, what are the benefits to the environment by purchasing one of these vehicles?
That's an awesome question. So when you drive a gasoline engine, you're burning fuel, and the byproduct of that is carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, nitric oxide, all of those pollutants that go into the air. So when you're driving an electric vehicle, it kind of takes those things out of the equation. So you're driving a pretty much emissions-free vehicle, and that's the goal. When you're driving a hybrid, obviously you're still going to have those pollutants because there's that gasoline engine, but it's not as much because you're only using the gasoline engine part of the time.
So, right. So now that you said that, right, because in Chicago, we have all kind of fees. You got your city
all
sticker, your
fees.
license plate sticker, and then
Right.
you got to go, of course, everybody has to get an emissions test.
Right.
So that means that if I get an electric vehicle or if I get maybe not in a hybrid, but an electric vehicle, I ain't got to take the emissions test anymore?
Yeah, that's true. If you get the electric vehicle, you don't have to take that emissions test anymore.
Wow, that's some good information right there.
Yeah, so these are some of the things that we need to know, and just because, I remember when I first got into or started learning about, hybrid vehicles, electric vehicles, it was first of all, it was not popular, it was not cool, but the advantages, right, or the, just beyond the atmosphere or the environment, like the thing that got me was how much time you don't spend at the gas pump. Like you could literally go to the gas station once a week based on your travel patterns. And if you were traveling just in the city, it might be a week and a half to 2 weeks before you had to go back to the gas.
That's pretty dope. So do you drive a hybrid vehicle?
Yes, sometimes I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Is it a Volkswagen?
No, it is not.
Oh, Derek, I think you need to.
Derek actually sold it to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to say,
See,
come
you
forward,
was
get him now.
You was trying to. I'm already protected.
My petty.
I got my personal sales rep on the line.
I
here.
love it.
Right.
My petty was
the
ready.
Dick has been
Yeah,
very
she-
supportive over the years.
Yeah,
good.
absolutely. You see how she was ready to do it.
I do have another question.
He was.
Do they do hybrid or electric vehicles come in, third row SUVs? Because it's 1 million of us in my family. So
Yes.
I got to have
Yeah, how do they come
a
today?
bigger-
How do they come today,
a bigger
Derek?
car.
That's a great question. So the hybrids that have been around for a while, actually, yeah, you see Tahoes, you see a lot of your buses that you're driving. So there are a lot of vehicles out there that third row seat. The Toyota makes the Highlander, it's third row and a hybrid. So yes, there is a hybrid for every family need on the market at some point.
Nice.
As far as the electric vehicles are concerned, because they are fairly new, they're usually smaller, more compact. Though there are some, Tesla has a third row vehicle in the electric vehicle. So Volkswagen will be soon coming out with one soon. So they are there, less available on those than there are the hybrids. But yes, to answer your question, yes, for your family, there is a hybrid or electric vehicle available.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. So Derek, we got some more questions for you. We've got a couple of seconds before we have to go to the break, and we've got some people that are commenting. We're on the line with Mr. Derek Helm. He is the Volkswagen manager for Napleton's Auto in Urbana, Illinois. He oversees that entire division. And we're talking about hybrid and electric cars, their advantages. But when we come back from the break, Derek, want to have a talk about, first of all, they come in all different, sizes today. Want to talk a little bit more about the electric vehicles, because we know that when they first came out, it was, where will I be able to charge this thing? Do I need to charge in my garage? How long can I drive? And it just really seemed non-practical to get one, right? Because I can only drive around the block, then I got to charge it. And I know that was in a lot of people's minds. So we want to talk about where the electric piece is headed. And then you've got some great things coming out from Volkswagen. So we definitely want to talk about that. So when we come back, let's talk about where the electric vehicle, where that conversation is moving to. And let's talk about, is driving an electric vehicle, is it finally sexy, or is it happening? Can I pull up to the club and get as much respect, even though I'm in a hybrid or an electric? So you're in the Collective Conversation. We need you to like, share, or comment. Come back with us on the other side of the break.
Hey everyone, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I am Mary, the do-it-all intern here at the What's in It for the Black People Media. I hope that you guys are looking forward to celebrating your family, all the kids opening up presents. Be sure to love your loved ones. It's been a tough year, and so long as we're all around, we want to pull each other in closely. You guys have a great holiday.
Jackson. If you could make up a social media holiday, what would it be?
Randy said National Don't Let No One Put You Down Day.
No one. What you gonna do? So when they say something crazy, you slap them?
Be like me said. Randy said a Juke-a-thon Day.
Man, we're about 60 years old. I be done had a heart attack.
You gotta get your heart rate up.
Okay, not that far.
All right, Mario said my favorite one. My friends and I do what we call National Call Off from Work Day.
As a business owner, I don't.
You don't like that? Yeah.
I don't like that.
Because I'm the boss of this family.
We got Marcus Garvey Day from Remy too.
Oh, Marcus Garvey Day. All right, what will we do on Marcus Garvey Day?
Call off from work.
I'm going to need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. That would be great. Okay?
Yeah, right.
Every black holiday has something to do with calling off from work.
You're cool. I'm out.
About National Join a Positive Black Organization Day, because I don't want to be recruiting. I don't want to be recruiting and the brothers be like, thank you. Thank you. How about National Tell White People the Truth Day? Tell them how you really feel.
You can't handle the truth.
Why don't we call that National Black People Get Locked Up Day?
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Hello.
The most dangerous show in the morning.
WIFTV PM.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You're joining the Collective Conversation. You're on the green side of things with Sadeek.
And Cassiopeia, and they didn't tell me that we were about to come back.
We back.
It's off.
But we back. But we back. Cassie is so, I mean, she just works diligently in getting this electronic messages out and corresponding with people, and it's a beautiful thing to watch. So, my bad. We back.
It's all good.
We
It's
back.
all good.
We back. So,
Hey, that's a Neo.
so we've got peace out there to Brother McIntosh. That's my man. We're having this conversation, electric and hybrid. And so we've got some learning going on because Cassie had just, pointed out the fact that if you have an electric vehicle, you don't have to do the emissions exam.
Yeah, man, that is a plus.
Huge plus. So, just some things to
That'll
think
shut
about.
your whole world down.
And consider, yeah, absolutely.
They
You're
be
like,
like,
man, I gotta do this again.
You got that, and then when all them lights start showing up on your car,
Right.
and it's just like,
and if you can't get them right, and you there with your alley mechanic,
trying to get them all done, and he like, yeah,
which is probably your drunk uncle.
It's gonna be about $250 for the first light. I'm gonna need about, and I can't get to it until after New Year's, maybe after MLK Day.
And it'd be just like that too.
And now you're gonna get tickets because you're gonna drive anyway.
You know what a friend of mine told me? He said, that a contractor's bill is getting ready to go through the roof whenever they do this. He's like, so what you think about the job? And when they do this,
Yeah.
well, Sadeek, have you seen that? And I've seen it personally when they go, well, Sadeek. So anyway, and we're talking with Brother Derek Helm. He is the Volkswagen manager for Napleton Auto in Urbana, Illinois, and we're talking about electric hybrid. So Derek, got a couple questions. Thank you for spending time with us. Where is this? We got the hybrid, right? The hybrid is a gas engine and part electric engine, and the car switches based on what it's doing. Hit me on the electric piece. Where is the electric piece headed? Because there was all kind of stuff out there in the beginning, like it wasn't practical, but where is it headed now? And what's Volkswagen doing with that in particular?
Sadeek, attention.
No, I
we
think
need
Derek,
our own.
Oh, here he is. I think he just froze.
Oh, okay. It's
Sadeek
still
is on it.
funny.
You
All right.
It's still funny.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So if the question was where's it going with the electric? Is that the question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. So to answer that question, all your manufacturers, especially Volkswagen, so you see what Tesla has done over the past 10 years, right? I mean, they've pretty much taken the bull by the horn and set the bar extremely high.
Mm-hmm.
Electric vehicles is nothing new. I mean, if you do the research, what you'll find is that in the late 19th century, as early as 1800s, people were toying with electric vehicles, and actually, electric vehicles were more popular than gas in the beginning because they were less noisy, they were less smelly, they were easier to operate, things of that nature. But they just didn't go very far. So to answer your question, with the new technology, especially with what Tesla has done, all the manufacturers are looking for avenues to crack into that market. So you're going to start to see electric vehicles become a much, much larger percentage of the available options out there for every manufacturer. As far as Volkswagen, their pledge is 20 million Volkswagen vehicles right here in the U.S. by 2029. So what does that tell you? That means over 50 to 60% of their offerings will be electric in the next few years to come.
Now, I was out in Orland, and, the mall is out there, and we were, coming up on to the parking lot, and I saw, some structures out there that maybe look like some places where people can go ahead and charge up their electric cars. Was I making that up?
Probably not. No. So Volkswagen has partnered with a company called Electrify America, and Electrify America is charged with actually setting those stations, what they call charging stations, up all across America so that you can confidently drive an electric car from here to pretty much anywhere in the country you want to go without feeling that anxiety of what if my battery runs out? Okay, so Tesla has over 20,000 plus charging stations. Electrify America, I think, is up to about 17, 18,000 now. What you will find is that in the Midwest, we're kind of late to the party because of infrastructure and things of that nature, politics. But now that Volkswagen has taken this charge, that is going to change. You're going to start to see these things pop up everywhere, especially in the Chicagoland area, the larger markets.
Nice.
Wow. Okay, Derek. So, so let's look at the lighter side of this, because I got a question, and you may not have the answer because this is not a professional question. But my question is it cool to drive a electric or hybrid vehicle at this point?
Well, Sadeek, let me start by saying, first of all, it doesn't matter what you drive. You could be on a bike and it's going to be cool and sexy. So let's just make that clear, put that out there.
Well, wait.
Hello?
The bike is cool and sexy?
Yeah.
No, I said whatever you're driving.
Everywhere.
You make it cool.
Okay,
so,
all right. Well, I like that.
You mean if whatever Sadeek specifically is driving?
Right. Yeah,
that
checks in the mail.
Actually might make the Tesla lose value or the Volkswagen.
No. So
I digress.
No,
don't pay attention to Cassie, but don't. Go ahead, Mr. Helm.
Yeah, man. So in all reality, if you're talking about hybrids, really there is very little distinction other than the Prius, which was a nostalgic car, and they made it that way for a reason. But other than the Prius, most hybrids, all they do is take out the main gasoline engine and stick in a smaller gasoline engine to fit in the battery motor. So if you go look at a hybrid Jetta, which was out in 2013, or a hybrid Sonata, or a hybrid Camry, or a hybrid RAV4, you're not going to be really to tell the difference. Okay.
Right.
So in terms of being sexy and cool, absolutely. Because only really you and the person riding with you know that it's a hybrid, right? Now, as far as electric vehicles, what you're going to find with those, I think they're even more cool because really they're opening up the doors for the wave of the future. I mean, think about technology, think about what future is going to look, but they make those cars, they have to make those cars as aerodynamic as possible. So they're going to look a little different, but they have their own cool factor in and of themselves.
So every time we come to the studio, there is this itty bitty car.
But it's neither. No, is it electric?
I hope. Listen,
I don't think it's either. I think it's a gas car. No,
it's so tiny. But this person always has the audacity to like pull their car all the way back towards the tail.
They don't park in the whole
They don't
space.
pull up all the way up into the parking space or whatever.
So let me just say this. This is Cassie's car trauma that's coming out because this vehicle annoys her.
It makes me so angry.
Because it's not whether it's electric or a hybrid, but the car is about the size of a
Tonka truck,
literally
a power wheel.
It's super small.
A big wheel, a tricycle.
Is it 2 doors?
You said what?
Is it a 2-seater?
Yes.
Yes.
So
do you know what it is?
Is it the smart car?
I don't know. We got to get up on it.
Yeah, we don't know. We'll let you know. Look, hey, Two hates the car too.
Two knows that car too.
It's annoying. it's straight annoying, bro.
We know we're in this building. We love everybody. But
Derek, we're going to take a picture and send it to you.
Pull your car up. That's all I'm asking you to do. But does that car, right? We don't know. We can't confirm if it's an electric or a hybrid or not. But if it's that small, is it more efficient to be in a very tiny electric car, or does it matter if I'm in an SUV?
It certainly does matter. So size does matter in this regard. So your cars are going to be a little more efficient than the larger size SUVs for a couple of different reasons. The first reason is there again, I mentioned before, aerodynamics. Okay, so the more wind resistance, you're going to burn more power trying to get to the same accomplish the same goal. So the smaller cars are going to be a little more efficient. The larger cars get a little less, but once you get to a certain point, it really doesn't matter. You can go very small, smart car, or you can go Prius. It's not really going to change much.
Got you. Well, Derek, let's do this. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back on the other side. We're going to wrap up real quick, okay? And then we're going to continue this conversation. We need everybody to like, comment, share the broadcast. You're in the Collective Conversation on the green side of things. We'll see you on the other side.
And my favorite
It's the big Chicago great, Simeon legend, University of Illini legend. ILL, baby! Man, flying Illini, man. That's a big Vital. I don't think he could have stated it any better. NBA great. It's always great to have a Chicago basketball icon, hoop legend. The one and only Nick Anderson in the building. Nick, how you feeling, brother?
What's going on, fellas? From that day I got drafted till we are sitting here in front of each other today, I'm thankful and I'm grateful that my mom has never worked another day in her life. People don't know. I can remember the conversations that me and Benji used to have all the time, that we were going to buy our mom a big house and a pretty car. It was so unfortunate that he wasn't here to live out that dream, but I lived out the dream for me and him. As you know, Benji wore number 25. I wore number 25 my entire college career and my entire NBA career because of Benji. You think about all the guys that came out of Simeon and went down to the U of I that wore number 25 after me at the University of Illinois. And then you have to give love to Newt, Juwan Howard. He wore number 25 at Michigan. We carry that name on. That legacy is still being carried today.
It is. It absolutely
is. You see D Rose wearing 25 now. It's special. That means something to me. And that's something I will always carry with me.
The guys at Simeon that wear 25, all of the guys at Illinois, Deion Thomas, Brian Notary, all of those guys up until now. And like you said, in the league, we see Kendrick Nunn. Jabari had number 25 stitched in his shoes when he played for the Bulls.
Yes, sir.
It's a Chicago thing, man. I feel like we wear Benji, however we can represent Ben Wilson, we do it. I remember Common, one of his famous albums, I think it was One Day It'll All Make Sense or something, and he had a whole 4 bars about Ben Wilson, and it kind of just took me back. It's like anytime you hear a new Ben Wilson story, or anytime you hear the name Ben Wilson, it just resonates like none other. So I'm glad that you were able to, start that whole, and I don't even want to call it a trend because it's definitely more than a trend,
Oh, exactly. It just carry on. One of the greats, one of the special ones. He will always be talked about. He will always be brought up in conversations somehow, some way. And because he was special. He was just a special guy, not only basketball-wise, but a human being. He was just a special dude. I still remember what I was doing and where I was at that day all that went down. I remember it like it happened yesterday. I just can't forget it.
Being outside, like across the street at the candy store or something when all of that went down.
Yeah, man, I remember it just like it was yesterday. And, the way how dark it got in a few seconds, it was, just to think about it, man, it just brings a dark cloud over your head.
WIFTBPM.
Yes. Welcome back to the Collective Conversation, and you are on the green side of things with Sadeek
and Cassiopeia.
And we got my man Jared on the boards. What's up, Jared? Say what's up to the people.
What's up, y'all? I'm trying to figure out this ghetto flute that Cassie was just trying to play over here.
Man, Cassie will switch it up on you.
The West Side flute?
Absolutely. Cassie will switch it up on you. Get him, Cassie.
I got you.
And we are talking to Mr. Derek Helm. He is the Volkswagen manager for Napleton's Auto Park in Urbana, Illinois. He is or has been in the industry for over 25 years.
Nice. That's
And
the
he
silver
took-
anniversary.
He took time out of his schedule on Christmas Eve because Derek has a family and all of that. And so we just want to say thank you, Mr. Helm, for taking time out today. And we have a couple of questions before we wrap up. Well, this other one's not a question. So we have people paying attention to the conversation. They are chatting and commenting. And I want to know this. If you have been necessarily moving around or been curious about this hybrid or electric piece, Derek, is there some way we can get one of our viewers a test drive?
Absolutely. First of all, I work for the Napleton Auto Park, so they're based out of Chicago. We have over 60 dealerships throughout the country. So my particular dealership here in Urbana, Illinois, we have 7 franchises, 3 of which offer hybrids right now. So you can definitely go on and schedule a test drive anytime you want with any one of our brands, just by going on to the Ed Napleton Automotive Group, or you can go to Napleton's VW of Urbana.com, and you can reach out to me, and we'll be more than happy to get that set up for you.
Now, Derek, and I believe in relationships. How can we get somebody a test drive with you?
Nice.
You gonna come up to Chicago and test drive with us?
Hey man, look, whatever it takes is my motto. So
I love that. I love that. So
I didn't get to this level of success by saying no. So absolutely.
Okay, so if you're out there and you're listening, put in the comment section, I want to test drive an electric. Can we test drive an electric or a hybrid? Which one can we do, or both?
Well, right now in our brands, we have more hybrids.
Okay.
As the electrics, Volkswagen's first electric will be out actually second quarter coming out. They're taking pre-orders right now on what's called the ID4. It's the new buzz. Is awesome, man. So check that out. Put your orders in. But as far as right now, if you want to drive an electric or a hybrid, I can bring you a hybrid.
Oh, that's what's up. So comment, you guys that are out there paying attention, watching, if you'd like to and you're in the area, Illinois, Iowa, Quad City, Peoria.
Quad City.
I don't know. If you are watching and you'd like to test drive a hybrid vehicle because you've been curious about it, thought about it, and we want to get this brother to interact with us, just put it in the chat in the comments and we'll contact you and we'll work on getting you that test drive.
Come on. You got to be in the wave of the future. So tell us more about this ID Volkswagen, that's going to be coming out.
Yeah, tell us what you got coming out, Derek.
Sure. So the ID4 ID Intelligent Design is Volkswagen's tagline for its new electric vehicle. So ID4 is going to be its first offering. That vehicle, like I said, they're doing pre-offers right now. It is a small SUV. Okay. So in terms of when you think of the compact versus subcompact, this will be more of a subcompact vehicle. It'll be a 5-passenger. It's getting awesome reviews. It's supposed to be able to produce 250 to 300 miles on one charge. So we're excited about it. I was here when we went from gas to diesel, and then from diesel to hybrid, and now we're at this next phase of the industry, and it's something to be really excited about. So I'm looking forward to it.
Now you said it's a smart vehicle. Did you say
there
that?
Is something called
intelligent design, right?
We're going back to you. We're going back to your trauma.
Yeah. Oh,
No.
Yeah, back to her trauma. She
trying.
heard intelligent design.
Oh, okay. Intelligent design.
Right. She heard intelligent design, and that took her back to her trauma.
No, I actually thought I heard him use the word smart after he said intelligent design. Okay, thanks, but maybe I just misunderstood.
No,
that's her defense mechanism.
Because I was going to say, okay, what does that mean? It's a smart vehicle, but what's the intelligent design based on?
That's Volkswagen's designation for its new electron. Why they chose that, I knew it would come up as a question for most people doing the research, because the car is called the ID4. The next one coming out is the ID3. So I had to do the research myself. Why ID? And that's where they came up with that. The ID stands for intelligent design. So
it's just cool.
Yeah,
it is just super cool.
Got it. It's not so, because you got all these new cars out there that are gonna drive for you and all that. So is it kind of one of those types of cars?
Not just yet, but that is coming. As you can see, That is definitely coming. So
one.
this wave of electric vehicles is opening the doors for all of those technologies.
Well, just give me the basic. Forever.
Give you the basic. No problem.
I don't want nobody to drive for me. I am okay.
You're okay. Don't need to drive. So Derek, do us
Yes.
a favor. Tell the people how they can reach you, how they can get in touch with you, how they can find you, because we want to explore these options, and we definitely want to work to become more familiar with what we can do in the community, better ourselves. Whether we choose to drive one or not, it's helpful to know just simple facts like you don't have to have any emissions test anymore.
Yeah, man, that's a big thing.
So, and we didn't even get into their tax advantages. We had some great comments. Their tax advantages from the government. You get all kinds of money back if you buy one. So tell us how to find you.
Yeah, so thank you for bringing it up. I wanted to make sure we highlight that as one of the benefits. Up to $7,500 tax credit on buying electric and hybrid. So explore that if you're looking into these. But to contact me, I'm at Napleton's of Urbana, in Urbana, Illinois. We're just an hour and a half south of Chicago, and I can be contacted at dhelm@napleton.com. And Napleton is Napleton. My first initial D is in Derek, last name Helm, HELM. We are part of the Ed Napleton Automotive Group.
So you said dhelm@napleton.com. Got it.
Yeah, and if they contact you, you can put them in touch with wherever they need to go in the country, right? Whatever they need to do. You can put them in touch with wherever they need to go in the country,
Absolutely.
in the state, in the city. But we want to make sure that they're contacting you because Derek's a Chicago native, very smart, very equipped, like I said, family man, and he's just been helping people for the last quarter of a century. And we really appreciate you, Mr. Helm, for coming on with us today.
We appreciate it for sure.
Sadeek, Cassie, I really appreciate the invite. Love to continue the conversation. If you guys ever need me, just let me know. I'm here for you.
Absolutely. Thank you so
Wonderful.
much.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys. Have a great holiday.
You too. Toussaint, though, says, how long before the technology replaces drivers altogether? Listen, I'm scared.
Yeah, it's happening that way, right?
Yeah, I don't want it. Like, I really don't even want a car after probably like 2012, where it's just kind of like the push start button engine. Because I think at that point, don't they all have chips in the car?
Something like that.
I don't need the man to come take over my car.
You don't need that. Yeah, I'm sure it's going that way. So we want to thank Derek, and just, it's been a real experience because I've had the chance to drive both, right? Electric, hybrid, the gas thing. Like, it was just it was a real experience. But I know that it was not cool.
It wasn't
10
cool.
years ago. No, it wasn't.
Well, but I think then, because they were only connected to really uncool looking cars. I think they were really boxy when they first came out.
Yeah, and I think the Prius became known as like the hybrid.
The Prius is this big.
The first one that came out.
Yeah,
right. And you would see it and be like,
nah, I'm straight.
Yeah.
But now, like you said, there are hybrids and electric cars that are Toyota Highlanders,
right? And you don't even
Tesla.
know.
Yeah, so you don't even know unless you look at the little patch on the back.
Green, like the green leaf that says hybrid on the back. So, yeah, guys, we really appreciate that. And like I said, Derek's been, and he said it himself, diesel, gas, hybrid, and now moving into electric vehicles. So it's worth exploring, right?
Yeah,
I think as a community.
Absolutely.
So it's something that we want to do.
Well, I definitely I'm all about making sure that, not only that I have a place to live, but generations to come, my kids' will have good, clean air to breathe. So if whatever I can do to contribute to that, why not?
Yeah, absolutely. And then we don't have that conversation, I don't think, enough about, just the environment, the ecology, what's really happening.
Yeah, it gets poked fun at. People that, are concerned about the environment act like Freddie Brooks off of A Different World and sit and light incense and don't wear shoes. Freddie is dope.
She was my favorite character.
Listen, but see, you're in another wave of generation. Like when that came out, she was definitely not the character character that everybody wants. You ended up loving her, but didn't nobody want to be all natural like she was. Her hair was natural then.
Right.
You
She got talked about.
people weren't, wearing. She was definitely made fun of for her views and the way that she did things. So
kind of they call it the granola type person. The granola type person.
Okay. You got the straight man.
You got the granola type person,
comic
which
relief.
was the modern version of the hippie. The granola person.
Got
granola
it.
person. That's what it was.
Because they eat granola. Because hippie type people eat granola.
Yes. Yeah, they came up with it.
And trail mix.
Yes. Like real talk. And two said the only problem is we poor. Yeah, too, but we could do it just like they 15 years in the game now, so just get you a used one.
He said
you don't need the new one.
He said he liked Freddie too, a lot still.
Man, Cree Summers is dope, man.
Oh, she's absolutely good. First of all, she does all the voices for everything. She even does the voices on Rugrats.
Oh, is this your audition?
Yeah, just wait till 2021. It's more in there.
I have Whitley Gilbert as well. 5 minutes, Dwayne.
Well, that was real.
We need it. She said,
money?
"Get your stinky dogs off the table." We mean business around here at Hillman.
Isn't that wild? She sounds just like her, don't she?
I need you to do some voices for real.
She got him. She
Let's
can
get
do
this
them.
money. I'm serious.
Let's get this money.
See, right, exactly.
No, let's do this voice. Hey, if you manage me, I'm there.
And when I get off the air, I'm gonna be like, "What voices I do?" I'm just sitting here and don't do no voices.
You got green voices, man.
Yeah, I got green voices. Now, I used to do Bill Cosby. Well, I used to do
it.
No. I used to do Eddie Murphy doing Bill Cosby.
Do it. Do it.
Come
do
on.
it.
You got to.
Do it.
She did
I got to do it. She
Yes.
did man, it's been years. I haven't done that.
Man, look,
Man.
you're seasoned. You're 50. You're not scared of nothing.
Ooh, come
You're
on
not scared of
now.
nothing.
You remember you were here for the birthday celebration.
Your greatness.
All right, right before the break, we're going up on the break.
Yes.
This is Eddie Murphy doing Bill Cosby.
Take us to break in that voice.
I would like to talk to you about some of the things you said in your show. Now,
These people over here wasn't it for the black people media.
Too funny, man. I love y'all.
Yeah,
I live in
talent.
Philadelphia with my wife Camille and my 5 children. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 children. And so my son, he came in the door and he says, "Dad, I need money for a ticket to go see the Eddie Murphy show."
Listen, the
And
ticket.
we wait in the living room till 5 in the morning. And my son walks through the door and he's got this look on his face. And I said, "Son, what did the man say?" And he says, "Daddy says stuff." And I said, "What did he say?" He says, "Daddy says things." All right, I'm good. Was that enough? Was that enough, Jared?
I need y'all to
I
give
haven't
a
done that in years.
Show right here. This is a very talented show right
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's happened the opposite effect because it was like 800 people left the room between Whitley and Bill. They were like, "See y'all later." Okay, guys, look, on the other side of this break, we have a brother that is making all kinds of waves on the East Coast of the country. And his name is Eric Adams. He is currently the Brooklyn Borough President. I like to call him Mr. President.
Come on now.
And he is a brother that worked with the police force, moved to government, and where he intersects with the green side of things is he credits the plant-based diet for literally saving his life, giving him another chance, and he is working with children, adults, elderly, the whole 9 yards in the community. We need you to share the broadcast. If you know somebody in New York, send them a text message. We're in the day now where it takes 2 seconds. Let them know that we have the Brooklyn Borough President, and he's going to be on the green side of things when we come back from this side of the break.
Introducing your trusted source for high-quality Black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe Black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of Black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Week events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Week members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Greek letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today.
You're listening to I Said What I Said with Toussaint Warner and Herb Howard.
We have a very, very special guest man joining us on today's show. Walter Beach, he's my godfather and one of two of the dopest black men I've met in my entire life.
This is how I always introduce myself. I'm black in attitude, I'm black in behavior, I'm black in belief and thought, and I'm African in spirit. I accept and acknowledge the fact of my African self being intuitively and have developed the cognitive strength to function as a black man in America. As an African black man, my hypocrisy manifests as silent rage. I must decide what my relationship to racism will be. Only I can say when and where I enter my manhood with quiet, undisputed dignity, without violence or special patronage, asking no quarters, and giving no quarter. When and where I enter, I take with me my people. That's what the sovereignty that Toussaint was talking about means to me. I'm a sovereign human being. And like he was talking about in that point that we made in Amistad when we was talking about all of our species demands to be free. They may not have the power to prevent it, but they just demands it. And that's what they do. That's what the struggle is about.
WIIFTBPM.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Let's go.
You're in the Collective Conversation on the green side of things with Sadeek
and Cassiopeia.
And we have with us, and this brother's like a personal celebrity for me, and I'll explain it. We have with us Mr. Eric Adams, who is the current Brooklyn Borough President. Okay?
Come on.
New York.
Come on now.
We got a brother that's rocking things and doing things. And so I see Maganiel out there. And first of all, President Adams, I love saying that. Can you hear us?
Yes, sir. It's better than saying President Trump.
Hey, I love it. I love it. So listen, let me just say this. So if you're in New York right now, and they already hit us up, so I just wanted to let you know that there are people inside the broadcast that are from your area, and I got several text messages when we put out the ad saying that you were going to be on the show. You are loved and adored by people in New York, so you got to tell us a little bit about that. But let me just say this: I took a class. A course to become a certified plant-based nutritionist. And inside of my training and my coursework, this brother's story was something that we had to study.
Oh, nice.
And so I instantly became a fan because I had to study his story, and it matched up with some things that I had experienced personally, even though I was been plant-based for 20 years. So just want to introduce Mr. Eric L. Adams again. He is the current Brooklyn Borough President, New York. So,
and being the president of a Brooklyn or a borough of New York is like
Cook County president.
Yeah,
it's a large area. So, Mr. Adams, talk to us. Say hello to the people out there.
Thank you. You know, it's about a collective conversation. And as you stated that, there's a lot of love I have, but I have a lot of haters. And I always say my haters are going to be my waiters as I fight for the liberation of my people. And folks didn't like, we sort of review our lives in the present moment and don't be honest in the historical moment. Trust me, folks didn't like Nat Turner. And there were some Negroes who wanted to turn him in. Folks didn't like Marcus Garvey. Everyone wants to romanticize him now, but there was a whole lot of haters he had.
Hello?
When Rosa Parks stated we should not sit on the back of the bus, there was a whole lot of haters. And so if they didn't like all those heroes and sheroes, there's going to be a numerical minority that's not going to show me love, but I'm focused on the mission and this continuous evolution of who I'm going to become as a person. And so it's good when we can have real dialogue and don't look for perfection, but look for commitment and dedication. And that's what I committed my life to. And I'm hoping that every moment of this journey, I'm able to share with my people on how we move towards that liberation we are seeking.
Wow, I love it. I love it. So President Adams, let's start off with the political conversation, right? Tell us a little bit about your background, and then let's move right into what made you declare your candidacy for the mayor of New York City, and what can people do to reach out and to support you? Talk to us about the political piece.
Long journey. I was arrested as a child when I was 15 years old in the 103rd precinct in Queens, New York. The cops beat my brother and I. They kept kicking us in our groin over and over again. We were urinating blood for a whole week after that. And I experienced PTSD. I could not hear a police siren or see a police car for years without reliving that. And it wasn't until a brother named Arthur Miller was killed from a chokehold that civil rights leaders came to me and 13 other brothers and told us they wanted us to go into law enforcement and fight from within. I didn't want to do it. I hated cops. I was going through some trauma. But, they were wise enough to know the only way I was going to deal with that pain and was to go inside and fight from within. And so I did. I started an organization called 100 Blacks and Law Enforcement Who Care. And these were some cats that were straight from the neighborhood, man. I mean, these were brothers who were fearless, and we fought. We fought against police abuse, misconduct, but we were also clear. We wanted our communities to be safe. So we, really moved in the area of anti-violence, removing guns from our community and economic empowerment. And it was from that I really got my stripes, and folks embraced me, and that elevated me to go into politics, becoming a state senator, and then the first person of color to be borough president in Brooklyn. And now we're on the pathway to be only second person of color to be the mayor of the city of New York. I think that the ancestors are speaking to us. David Dinkins, the first person of color to be mayor, transitioned from the physical to the spiritual. And I think his transition is leading to my ascension to take over where he left off. And I'm connected to the energy of our ancestors and the creator. And I'm going to stay true to this mission that we're on.
Man, you listen, you better. That's all, you getting all the snaps. Yes.
First of all, I don't think the people, and you have to forgive us, right? Because it's your voice and your story just sparked something in me where when we started this show, I was like, man, I got to talk to this brother. I got to figure out how to do it. But I'm sitting here listening to you, and I'm like, man, they got a treasure in New York. What is really going on? Like, man, you are. I mean, you got me excited.
Yeah.
So we've got like a couple minutes, then we're gonna go to break. But tell us a little bit about this campaign that you're running. And yeah, just give us the ins and outs of that real quick, and how people, because we got people from New York typing in the comment section, I've got a few text messages like, what can they do to help you and the ancestors get where it is you need to go?
Well, and if you look all over the country, brother, I have peeped the card of America's attempt to destroy black and brown people. Go all over the country and you'll see the same thing. You'll see that we're living in poverty all over the country. In general, it's black and brown people, but specifically, it's black and brown men and boys. We destroy boys and they become broken men. And my movement that I'm trying to do in the city of New York around health, around economic development, around empowerment, around dealing with our trauma is about, once we get it right here in New York, it's going to cascade throughout the entire country. We're going to take our rightful place as kings and queens and no longer be subjugated to this position that we are going through the traditional poverty that we have handed down generation from generation. Think about this for a brother. I know you're going to break, but think about this for a moment. At 20 weeks of gestation, a baby girl in her mother's womb is carrying every egg she will have for the rest of her life. If that mother is traumatized, that baby girl is traumatized.
And have babies, baby.
Science is showing us that the eggs in that baby girl is also going to be traumatized. So we have generational trauma, and you can change those genetic markers of trauma if you're taught how to do it. So what I'm doing right now with my life, I'm changing genetic markers so that we can start the trauma of our historical trauma and start moving to become the kings and queens that we are rightfully supposed to be.
Brother Adams, President Adams, I really appreciate that. We are going to go on this break, but I'm going to deviate when we get back because you don't sound like the average politician. You talking about health, veganism, ancestors. You done said Negroes like twice, and I know we on What's in It for the Black People Media, but this is live and can go anywhere, and you don't seem to be concerned. And I'm from Chicago, so politicians guard themselves, and the terms that you're using, I'm just not used to hearing, especially from a current borough president or county president and running for mayor, and we having our own mayor issue. So look, I want to ask you about this sense of fearlessness that I'm getting from you. And what you're doing, and we're going to have the health conversation. We're going to go to break. You're in the Collective Conversation on the green side of things, and we are talking to New York City Borough President from Brooklyn, President Eric L. Adams. Join us on the other side of the break.
Hey everyone, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I am Mary, the do-it-all intern here at the What's in It for the Black People Media. I hope that you guys are looking forward to celebrating your family, all the kids opening up presents. Be sure to love your loved ones. It's been a tough year, and so long as we're all around, we want to pull each other in closely. You guys have a great, great holiday.
Where my steppers at? This is retired State Senator Ricky Hendon. This is my new song, Be My Christmas. It's on my House Party CD, produced by house music icons King Farley. It's available on my website, HollywoodHendon.com, various streaming platforms, and CDs. The album also has songs like We Getting Lit and Rona Money. Get the House Party CD in time for Christmas and New Year's Eve. This is our new song, We Getting Lit. Just in time for New Year's Eve. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Go to HollywoodHendon.com and get my music. Let's bring in 2021. Ricky Hollywood Hendon. Don't forget me, y'all. This is the king of house music, Farley Jack Master Funk, and I endorse Hollywood Ricky Hendon. Let's go to work.
WIIFTV-PM.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the Collective Conversation. You are on the green side of things. You're with Sadeek.
And Cassiopeia.
And we are talking to President Eric L. Adams. He is the current Brooklyn Borough President in New York.
New York City.
New York. And so he is out there, and it's a pleasure to have him on, and we appreciate you for taking this time out, President Adams. But so before we went to break, because I want to get into your health journey and kind of bridge this, because there are a couple of things that seem a bit unique about you, and there's some others out there. And
his blackness.
Yeah, I'm appreciating the uniqueness, because you don't often hear politicians, right, talk about ancestors, talk about the community in terms of trauma and damage, and understanding our cultural traumatic heritage in this country, right? It's usually like, go vote and let's fix this. But then there's another unique aspect of what you do, which is people don't usually talk about or address health, let alone veganism, directly on, and you don't make it a side pocket issue. It's actually out front. Your plant-based diet, your veganism. You just wrote a new book called Healthy at Last, and we recommend that. I just ordered my copy because I wanted to get it. I wanted to read it myself. So talk to us a little bit about the politics, the veganism, and then how did you even get mixed up in the plant-based world?
And I like that, brother. And we need to really break that down, because I like breaking things down to the proper origin and levels, so that, because definitions can turn people off if they don't really understand the scope of it. First, I want to deal with the piece of, how I'm flowing in this space. I have no control over the destiny. The universe and the ancestors are going to determine the destiny. We try to act like we decide what's going to happen. My job is to be present in the journey and learn from what the journey is teaching me. For all I know, running for mayor is not for me to be elected mayor, but to prepare me for what my true purpose is. So I'm present in the journey and let the ancestors determine the outcome of the destiny. And that's why I can flow at a level of comfort, because no matter what I do, if I do it in the spirit of what's right, the ancestors are going to take care of me. They've always have, and I've always been here. Listen, my car has been shot at. They've come at me in the police department. I've been arrested. I've had the feds follow me. I had the police department have me under surveillance. I'm still here. So that says something. If you can't act like you believe, and then you're going to be afraid every time something, the mess hits the fan. The ancestors have protected me all this time, and they're going to continue to protect me. And I don't just read about it; I be about it, and I feel that holy. And so I've been in some dark places, but I've learned that those dark places are not burials; they're planting. And you need to decide what you're going to do with the fruit of your labor. So when I woke up with my vision loss, and the doctor said, you're going to be blind in a year, Eric, and I had permanent nerve damage in my hands and feet. They said, listen, it's going to lead to amputations, and you're going to lose some fingers and toes. I had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, an ulcer. I looked fine physically, but my body was breaking down. And instead of listening to all of those experts trying to give me medicine and insulin, I decided that, listen, let me go find out for myself. And there was something inside me that says, when I typed and did research on diabetes, instead of typing living with diabetes, the ancestors said to me, reversing diabetes. And I typed that. And that sent me down a different trajectory. And once I learned the connection to food and what we were going through, I went to a whole food plant-based diet. And that showed me how the power of my food. And now check this out. 3 weeks, Queen, after going to a whole food plant-based diet, my vision came back. 3 months later, my diabetes went in remission, nerve damage went away, my cholesterol normalized, blood pressure normalized, PSA normalized with indicators of prostate cancer. My dad just transitioned from that back then. And my body weight dropped. My body is tight now. I tell everybody, I don't have a six pack. I have a case. You know what I'm saying? But the deep part was that angered me.
All right.
I say, here I am running around all this time with this Black Power Ugaba stuff, and I'm eating the master slave food. And, we need to free not only our philosophies, we need to free ourselves from holding on to the slave food of our enslavers. And that's what my book, Healthy at Last, is about. It's about really in saving ourselves from what we have been dealing with.
Yeah, so
I know that was a lot.
That's okay. We took it all in.
We need to hear it. We need to hear it. We soaking it all in.
Yeah, we appreciate everything that you're saying. First off, let me just say this: many blessings on your walk, on your destiny, on your journey. That definitely that the ancestors are with us all as long as we are doing what we're supposed to do, and we're focused on our path and our purpose. And I think I'm just really glad to hear you say that, because that's some of the conversations that we often have privately, but sometimes it's often a little harder to say publicly and for it to land on people. And I think you said it so well and so eloquently that it's something that people can kind of grab and really start to understand. The more we walk in our purpose, you're going to be fine. There's you don't have to fear anything. And that's when the true faith comes in. So thank you.
Well said. Well said. And
go ahead.
We are moving in a direction of really showing our people, particularly our young people, if we're going to say Black Lives Matter, it's more than just Floyd. Black women die 12 times the rates as white women to maternal morbidity.
Yeah.
Young and younger, you're seeing Black and brown children getting these chronic diseases. 70% of 12-year-olds in America have early signs of heart disease, our number one killer. And so we are really leaning into the power of raising warriors by showing them they need to take care of their mind, bodies, and soul. That's why I send teachers away so that they can learn meditation, so our children can start dealing with some of the trauma that they are experiencing. And I challenge your listeners to go look up epigenetics and how we are passing on from generation to generation that trauma that is hardwired in us, but you can reverse it based on this new science that is showing. I want them to look at the neuroplasticity of their brains, how we can start rewiring our brains and changing those synaptic connections in the neurons that have us believing that we are inferior and not as superior as we are supposed to. We have to start going to the cellular level to really turn around the trauma that we are experiencing, not just this surface stuff anymore. And that's the depth that we must go if we're going to be the real leaders of tomorrow in a different universe that we are facing.
Yeah. Tell me this. So clearly becoming plant-based has helped you physically and to make sure that your health became in order. How has also becoming plant-based helped you just on your journey and your walk? It influenced everything that you're doing now and this journey towards becoming the next mayor of New York?
Love it. Love it. Your question is so powerful, and it scares people when they dig into the answer to the question. So I'm in this space now where I'm doing a lot of research around this new discipline in psychology that's called nutritional psychiatry. Historically, we thought that the foods we were consuming impacted our hearts, our livers, our lungs, etc. Now science is showing us, guess what? Your heart is in the same body that your brain is in.
Yes.
Right. So the same blood that runs through your kidneys run through your brains. They are now showing how the food we are consuming impacts everything from bipolar to depression to anxiety. Many of us could never deal with some of the mental health disorders we're experiencing because we're feeding those mental health disorders. And so I thought that this journey of just trying to overcome diabetes was the journey, but no, that food, we remember the food we eat is the fuel that actually pushes our bodies and feed the cellular part of our bodies. And so many of these disorders, both emotionally and physically, is tied to what the slave master has planted in us. So the real Willie Lynch letter is not just that letter people talk about. It's coded in our recipes that will lead to the continuous destruction of our people. And we got to break that chain of the Willie Lynch letter that has been coded in the recipes that our great-great-great-grandmother handed down throughout the tradition, that we're going to hand down to our children. So we will never break those ties if we don't start digging into the food. And so this has helped me on this journey, because now I'm not just on the surface of this recovery of our people. I'm going down to the level of finally turning this around in a very real way. And it's scary to a lot of folks, you know, because it's like, man, what is this cat talking about? You know? But that's where we got to go.
Man, like I'm listening to you talk, and again, I'm soaking it all in, and I'm really appreciating the angle